Hi everyone, this is Tim, and this is your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for Monday, February 3rd through Sunday, February 9th. This week, I'm going to be using a couple decks. One is going to be the Wisdom for Healing cards by Carolyn Mace, and then also the Self-Care cards by Cheryl Richardson. And what I do each week is I kind of work with these card decks before I actually do the readings. For the last 3 days, I've been getting a lot of messages about balancing and retreat and taking care of yourself. So it will not surprise me if some of the cards popping up are going to be about taking better care of our bodies and our health and eating right and so forth. I know for me personally, those cards have come up because I seem to have come down with a head cold. So I don't let that stop me from doing these weekly readings for you. So let's see what these cards have to say for us. And I hope you all have a wonderful week. And I hope the Law of Abundance checks that you've written for yourself bring you much prosperity for 2014. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, so I've already pre-shuffled the decks, and I'm going to, as I do every week, just randomly pick. And as I'm praying over these cards, wanting to get a message, this one comes up here. Okay. And then we're going to go with this one here. You'll see in a minute why I'm giggling here. All right, and then this one here. Okay, so the first part of this week, it says, identify your health-related fears. And the one thing that I'm noticing here is I'm seeing what looks to be an apple and this snake that is wrapped around this apple here. So the message of the card here for the first part of this week, it says, ask yourself if you're afraid to heal. Your conscious mind may say no, because that's the logical reply. But the question is, for that deeper part of you, your emotional self, which might have developed fears about becoming healthy. Your goal is to explore whether you have deep-seated reasons to want to postpone healing. So this could be this snake which is wrapped around this apple, which is a healthy apple to me. This is symbolic of releasing and letting go, because snakes shed their skin. So we need to let go of those fears that we have about getting healthy or well. And interesting, the next card here is actually, it says to choose to heal. So identify those factors that are keeping you from being able to be healthy, to be your best. This is also the mindset too. One of the things that we can teach our body is that we don't have to feel like we are sick. We can actually think ourselves well. So each and every day, especially the last few days for me, and I'm sure for some of you who are also going through medical issues or health-related issues, that each day you see yourself getting better and becoming more and more whole. This is also to eat more healthy foods as well, too, is what I'm getting with this, especially with this apple. And to nourish your body with vitamin C and also plenty of fruits and vegetables. And as we move toward the middle of this week, we're saying that we're going to choose to heal. So our mindset actually has identified the related fears. Now we actually are going to choose. And the lesson for this card here, it says, this is a day to reflect on troubling emotions and transform them in a positive way. Identify one unresolved area of anger or hurt and ask yourself why you're still not at peace. Focus on how much power you lose to negative feelings. And your goal is to realize that you choose to stay angry. This is your goal, to realize you choose to stay angry when you can choose to heal, okay? So these are both emotions that we may be holding on to. And it's asking us to transform by choosing the path of healing rather than holding on to anger and resentment. And just like this snake, we can release. This is This reminds me of like a boa constrictor. It's holding on and it's squeezing onto that, but we can just release that and let all of that go. A lot of the health issues that you may be feeling this week are from old wounds, old anger that you may be holding on to, and the need to release and let go of that, just as the snake does here. Once we release and let go of all of those, we allow ourselves at that point to be able to heal. And as we move to the weekend, the card here is, it says, take action. The journey to find your lost self begins with one step. And it's very faint here, but there's a series of steps and a pathway that leads all the way down to this garden back here. And there is more of a colorful picture of this. But this is a card of action. So again, with action it says, take the journey to find that lost self. And that begins just one step at a time. So we may be, as we get into the weekend here, and I'm just amazed at all of the green that I'm seeing here, which is very much healing. So finding and taking that action to choosing to heal and letting go of old anger and resentment and bitterness and any areas that are holding you back, especially in the relationship department, as well as family, your work. Also, can be even taking that action of using healthier steps. Again, with these steps here, I'm seeing, taking more healthy action of finding one step that you can take that is more health related. So that may be incorporating more exercise, incorporating more meditation into your daily practice. And I felt that this week was going to be about balance. So for me, I know that there are areas in my own life that I am neglecting in that health department where I could do more meditation. I could do better eating. And I know that when, a person has a cold or they're just not feeling well, I know I don't really crave healthy foods. I crave other foods. So for me, I'm really striving to eat more fruits and vegetables, and I'm even going to make a batch of chicken noodle soup when I'm done with this here. So this is going to be a really wonderful week, positive, a healing week for most of us, and I send you all wonderful angel blessings, and I look forward to talking to you next week. Thank you for all of my current and also my new YouTube subscribers. You can also find me on Facebook at www.facebook/greatangels444. Thank you. Goodbye.